This is North Myrtle Beach Chiefs basketball on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network, and it starts right now.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Myrtle Beach Convention Center in Myrtle Beach as the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs get ready to take on the Cannon School Cougars here in the second round of the consolation bracket of the Beach Ball Classic. My name is Brandon Biskobing and I will be calling all the action for you as the Chiefs come into this one after winning their first game in the Beach Ball Classic in school history when they beat the Cape Fear Academy Hurricanes 46-39, their first game in the Beach Ball Classic. Earlier this week on Saturday was against Oak Ridge. That was a 59-50 loss that the team played pretty well in, all things considered. But this is going to be another big test for the Chiefs here in the Beach Ball. Cannon Cougars, number 7th ranked in North Carolina. They're ranked 3rd via Max Preps in the NCISAA Quadruple A rankings. And something, especially in basketball, but especially in North Carolina more than here in South Carolina, the private schools, the independent schools, are much better, are able to recruit the top talent, not only in North Carolina, but around the country to come to their schools. So the private schools are definitely the bigger programs in North Carolina, whereas especially in football, the public schools are much bigger than the private ones here in South Carolina. Cannon comes into this matchup via first losing to Calvary Christian 91-50, and then they destroyed Socastee 97-50 in the first round of the consolation bracket for them. But if you go by the transitive property, North Myrtle Beach beat Socastee by 30 points both times last season. So this should be a team that, while, yes, the Cougars beat the Braves by a much bigger score, winning by 47 over Socastee as compared to only 30 for the Chiefs, this should be an interesting game. This is a game that the Chiefs certainly have the ability to at least be competitive in, but they are going to have to deal with a lot of talent on this Cannon team. They have 3 players that have gotten multiple Division I offers. First, their big senior, Jarvis Moss. He's been offered by Stanford, New Mexico Northeastern, UNC Wilmington, Furman, Bucknell, Penn, Charleston, UNC Greensboro, Rider, Alcorn State, Stanford, Buffalo, and Houston Baptist, and also has had a few other unofficial visits that have not given him an official offer yet, but he has visited the school, such as Clemson. So he's definitely getting looked at by some of the top programs, not quite the top programs in the nation, but definitely getting looked at by a lot of Division I programs. Still has not yet to make a commitment. No indication on when that will be, but he's in his senior year. So next year, he will be more than likely at a Division I team for the next 4 years. Going down to the junior side, 2 juniors are getting offers from the Division I level. DJ Nix has been offered by Boston College, Washington State, Auburn, and Houston Baptist. That's going to be a trend. Houston Baptist seems to like this Cannon School team because they've offered Jarvis Moss, they've offered DJ Nix, and they've also offered this final junior, who is also getting Division I attention, Christian Reeves, who's been offered by Tulsa, ECU, USF, and Houston Baptist, and is also getting interest from a number of other schools as well. So those are the three guys to really pay attention to in this one. Those three are going to be the keys for Cannon to win this game, and stopping them is going to be the key for the Chiefs to win this afternoon. Going around the tournament, the winner of this game, the game that just went final prior to ours here, was Carolina Forest. They faced off against Cape Fear Christian, and Carolina Forest lost that one 66-53. Cape Fear Christian Academy came out on top there. So the winner of this game will get Cape Fear Christian in the Consolation Championship game, and the loser of this one will face off against Carolina Forest in a consolation bracket game. And that's actually an interesting matchup if the Chiefs were to lose this matchup, because obviously local opponents, not strangers to each other, and they've already faced once before, with the Chiefs losing to the Panthers in overtime in the first game of the season. But certainly the certainly the Chiefs would like to win this game and move on to the Consolation Championship. And that's where we stand in this one. Talked to Coach Walker about what he thought coming into this game, and the last game was the last game that they had against Cape Fear Academy was a very physical one. So asked him about that, asked him about a few other things. But once again, here at the Convention Center in Myrtle Beach for the second round of the consolation bracket here in the Beach Ball Classic. I'll step aside, have you listen to the interview that I had with Coach Walker, and get you ready. We'll come back after that and get you ready for tip-off here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. I'm here with head coach Coach Walker ahead of this afternoon's game against Cannon. And Coach, first win in the Beach Ball Classic for the Chiefs a couple of nights ago, or a couple of days ago. How big is that for the program, getting a win in this local tournament and such a big tournament?
I think it's great. Like I said the last time, these kids have been growing up watching this tournament and wanting to participate in it. And then when we got our shot, we've made the most of it. We played well against Oak Ridge. They're really good. Cape Fear Academy is really, really talented, and to get a win against them, it was a very, very good win. And I think a confidence booster for us as well, because I think we have a chance to be a pretty good team. We're not there yet, but we're work in progress.
Well, now you've got a big test against Cannon, who has multiple Division I talented players. How much of a change and how hard is that to get your team ready when they haven't ever faced a team like this?
It's not a change. We're going to continue to do what we do and, preach how we play, and we're going to continue. We're not going to change things up. We might make a few adjustments here and there, but, they're very similar to what we played on Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge had, a top 100 kid and 4 other Division I kids. So, very similar test. These guys shoot it really, really, really well. I think everybody in the country is bigger than us, so it's the same thing we face. It's just another team.
How much do you think this Cannon team, this is their third game in 3 days, how much of an impact do you think fatigue could potentially play in this game, especially on their side?
I'm not sure. They had over 24 hours off from the last game when they played Sac-Castee, so I think it could play a part, but, they're high school kids. They're used to this. I think this is like their 15th or 16th game of their season, so they're well-conditioned and prepared for this. They're going to be all right.
You had a very physical game against Cape Fear a couple of days ago. How's the team doing physically? Is everyone in shape, ready to go?
Yeah, everybody's ready to go. We're excited, again, to get another game in. We're making this like every day is our last, because we don't know how much how long it's going to last. So we're soaking it all in, and our guys are enjoying it, and we're talking about it and embracing this moment that we get to live in right now.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.
That was Coach Walker ahead of this afternoon's game against Cannon School, and he brings up some good points. Oh, they did have a few players on Oak Ridge as well that are Division I caliber players. Both Michael James and Jalen Smith are both already committed. Michael James to Louisville, Jalen Smith to SMU. And they are both, Michael James, ranked 80th in the nation according to 24/7 Sports, while Jalen Smith ranked 23rd in Florida. So two high-quality players there as well, along with Fabio Basil, who has not committed anywhere yet but is getting looked at. So something to take into consideration. And the Chiefs, like I mentioned earlier, did play quite well against Oak Ridge. Even though they did lose, they only lost by 9 points, which is, especially for what at least a perceived huge gap in talent, is a very good win or a very good game for the Chiefs. So they'll look to use that as a little bit of momentum and use that as a calling card, saying, hey, we faced off against a team that had 3 Division I players already, and 2 of them were nationally ranked, whereas for Cannon School, only one of the players is ranked in terms of nationally ranked, not even nationally ranked, but statewide ranked. And that is DJ Nix, who is ranked 9th. He's the 9th ranked junior in North Carolina. So, should be an interesting game. Certainly some things to keep an eye on for this one. The keys for this game for the Chiefs are definitely, you have to keep containment of all 3 of their big players, Jarvis Moss, DJ Nix, and Christian Reeve. And another thing is limiting foul trouble and being able to capitalize on free throws, because that's something that the Chiefs have struggled with. They struggled with it last year, and they've struggled with it a little bit this year as well. Looking back onto the last game for both of these teams, first looking at the Chiefs in their win against Cape Fear, one of the big things in that game was the resiliency of the Chiefs to battle back and get the win. Cape Fear Academy went on a 17-2 run in the second quarter. That was the score in the second quarter. And they were out to a very big lead following at halftime. But Coach Walker got the Chiefs ready. He got them raring to go, said, hey, we need to get going. And he was not too happy with a couple of players on the bench, and you could hear it. And he got the team fired up. He got them ready to go. He said, hey, we can still win this game. And that's exactly what they did. They outscored the Hurricanes 30-11 in the second half. And especially while Cape Fear isn't quite as good of a team as Cannon is, they don't have the talent, they don't have the Division I talent that Cannon does. That is still a very good win for the Chiefs. And they'll look to use that momentum and use that ability or that knowledge that, hey, we can compete with these top-level teams. We're not just here. And that's another thing. That's the thing about this tournament, too, or this particular tournament this year, is this is a great opportunity for all of the teams, especially Carolina Forest and North Myrtle, to show that, hey, we're no scrubs. we're not just here just simply because we're a local team. We belong here, and maybe with if they continue to play well, and maybe even potentially win the consolation tournament, perhaps that results in the Chiefs becoming a permanent, or at least semi-permanent, fixture here at the Beach Ball Classic. That's something the Chiefs definitely want to do, as we are just a few minutes away from tip-off. The clock has run down, and we are just about set for basketball. Going through some of the stats from last game, the big player was Kaimani Knox, and he was very strong from the field, 8 of 11 from the field. But the big problem, and this has been something that Kaimani Knox has had problems with his entire career, but definitely, luckily it didn't hurt the Chiefs in this game. He went 0 of 7 from the free throw line, but did have 16 points. And so the Chiefs will definitely want to get that going. Kaimani Knox did win the MVP award in that game. So we'll step aside for the starting lineups right now. There are your starting lineups for both teams. We'll run them down real quick before tip-off. Kind of surprising, no Christian Reeves in the starting lineup for Cannon. It will be Austin Schwartz, Deuce Roll, Jarvis Moss, number 11, DJ Nix, number 23, and number 24, Karan Boyd. Austin Schwartz, number 0, and Deuce Roll, number 2. For Cannon. For North Myrtle Beach, it'll be number 1, Elijah Vereen, as we have tip-off, and the Chiefs get the tip, and we are underway. Kaimani Knox, number 5 in there, as is Javi Marla, number 3, and Cameron Henley and Cam Locklear, 12 and 22 in there as well. Chiefs with the ball going left to right. Passes it over to Henley. Henley at the point. Over to Locklear, far side wing. Inside to Knox. Knox drives, kick out to Vereen. Vereen drives, puts up a lay-in, no good. Tip back, also no good. Knox tried to put it back, but no dice, and Cannon gets the ball. Hands it off to Moss. Moss takes the 3 ball from the near side wing, and he drains it. And that was from at least old college range. Locklear with the ball. He'll bring it up over the timeline, gets it to Vereen. Vereen thought about passing it to Marlowe, but he'll put it on the floor. Thought about driving. Now he'll bring it back out to the point. Over to Locklear, near side wing. Back out to Knox. Knox over to Marlowe, far side wing. Marlowe drives. Thought about putting up a shot. Now kicks it out to Henley. Henley will drive. Lay in. No good. Rebounded by Cannon. Long outlet pass out to Moss. Moss will drive. Thought about putting up a lane, but now kicks it out, but it's stolen by Henley. Henley, long outlet pass to Vereen. Vereen with the far side wing. Vereen slowing the tempo down. That's one thing that the Chiefs are going to have to keep control of, as he throws an errant pass, and it's stolen by Moss, and he'll get tripped up. And a foul will be called. And the Cannon School players are calling for a clear path violation. Looked like Moss might have had a clear path, but no call. So Cannon just inbounds it. Moss near side wing, passing it inside. Laying attempt a little too strong by Nix, but an offensive rebound, putback attempt no good, but a foul will be called. And that foul will be called on Locklear. That will be his first. That'll send Karan Boyd to the line. Boyd at the line, his first free throw. Rims in. Four nothing. Cannon in the lead with a little under 2 minutes off the clock. Second one rims in as well. And now it's 5-0 Cannon. Full court press for Cannon, but the Chiefs are able to get out of it. They'll push up the court. Vereen, kick out, three ball, Locklear, it rims in. Looked like it was going to be too short, but it takes the friendly top spin roll and goes in. As a result, 5-3 now, and a whistle is blown. Foul will be called. That will be on Cam Henley. That's his first. Moss with the ball. Bringing it far side, passes it to Roll, now inside. Nix backing down his man, trying to spin. Looked like an up and down at first, and a whistle is blown. Foul will be called. That ball actually was blocked. It went out of bounds, so it will retain Cannon ball. Passes it in. Now inside, kick out. Thought about taking the shot, was Boyd. Now kicks out, scramble for the ball, and the Chiefs are able to come up with it. Knox thought about driving, now does. Lay-in attempt, good, and the Chiefs tie it up at 5. 5-all with 5:15 left to go in the first quarter. Boyd with the ball, passes it over to Roll. Roll drives, stop and pop from the free throw line, and he drains it. Nothing but net. Full court press again, and the Cougars are able to get the steal, and Boyd puts the layup up and in off glass. 9-5 now, Chiefs trail by 4. Henley drives, passes it inside, lay in by Knox is good off glass. Thought about driving, was Roll. Now he'll kick it out. Now back over to Roll, far near side wing. He'll drive baseline. Now brings it back out. Passes it inside. Lay-in attempt is good by Boyd. Another full court press, but the Chiefs once again able to get out of it. Marlowe will drive coast to coast. Lay-in attempt no good, but it'll go over the rim and over to Knox. He'll kick it out to Henley. Henley drives now. He puts it up a little too short and no good. And rebounded by Cannon. Drive, kick out. Thought about taking a three ball from the near side wing. But instead, Moss passes it inside to Boyd for the easy lay-in. And now it's 13-7. Chiefs trail by 6. Henley driving. And a whistle is blown. Foul will be called on Christian Reeves. Or excuse me, that will be called on DJ Nix. So Marlowe to trigger the inbound from the sideline. 3:45 left to go in the first quarter. Chiefs down by 6. Marlowe passes it to Locklear. Locklear far side wing. Oh, and an errant pass is stolen. And Moss will go coast to coast and slam it home. Now North Myrtle Beach tries to push the pace. Tyree Smith tries to put in a layup, but he gets his shot emphatically rejected. It will go out of bounds, so the Chiefs will retain possession. 3:26 left to go in the first quarter. Webb with the ball. Passes it out to Marlowe. Marlowe back to Webb. Webb far side corner. Passes it out to Marlowe, near side wing. Gets a pick by Smith. Now over to Webb. Webb tries to take a 3-ball. Too strong, though, and it's rebounded by Cannon. Pushing it up is Moss. Moss stops and pops from the 3-point arc. No good. A little too strong. Rebounded by Marlowe. That's something Marlowe worked on over the summer, is his rebounding. And he showed it right there. Marlowe will set up from the point. Passes it to Smith, near side wing. Over to Locklear. Locklear to Marlowe. Marlowe, far side wing. Marlowe, cross court over to Henley. Henley on the near side wing. He'll bring it far side. Hands it off to Marlowe. Marlowe with the far side wing. He'll thought about driving baseline, but now stops and pops from the far side wing and drains it. 15-10, Chiefs down by 5. Passes it out, 3-ball, a little too short by Nix, and it's rebounded by Smith. Marlowe with the ball, near side, far side wing. Passes it to Henley. Henley will drive baseline. Thought about it, now passes it inside. Locklear tried to put up a shot, but no dice. And it will go out of bounds. I believe it will go, they will say it went off of a Cannon player. So the Chiefs will retain possession. 1:51 left to go in the first quarter. Marlowe, long outlet pass. Now over to Webb. Webb brings it to the point. Passes it over to Smith. Now back to Webb. Webb, far side wing. Driving near side. Now kicks it out. And an errant pass. No one was there, looking for someone on the near side corner. Thought Marlowe might have been there, but he had moved, and it will go out of bounds. And it will be actually, they're going to say it was tipped by a Cannon player. So it will remain Chief ball. Marlowe gets the inbound. Hands it off to Webb. Webb brings it back to the point. Gets a pick. Decides not to use it, however, and now passes it to McHugo. McHugo over to Webb. Webb near side wing. He'll drive. Now kick out to the far side. Now thought about it. Now a drive lay-in attempt by Smith is good. Good pass inside into Smith, and he's able to lay it in. Chiefs down by 4, but very quickly, right off of the possession, Ormiston drives in and gets the lay-in with the open lane. Webb gets some pressure on the full court press. He's getting double teamed, has to get out of it, and he's able to. Gets it to Marlowe. Marlowe with the open 3, a little too short, but an offensive rebound by Stanley, and the Chiefs will be able to reset. Stanley getting some pressure, and they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor the Chiefs. 33.2 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Chiefs down by 5. And a timeout will be called. I believe the timeout was called by the Chiefs. So the Chiefs trying to get something going here, and for the most part have been able to stay in this one, even though they're obviously losing at this point. But the Chiefs have been able to keep things as we get things underway. Marlowe gets the inbound. Passes it over to McHugo. McHugo tried to get it to Smith. It gets tipped, and it'll get knocked into the backcourt. But as a result of the tip, no backcourt violation. Now McHugo passes it to Smith. Smith over to Marlowe, near side wing. He'll thought about driving. Now he does. Tried to put up a lane, but it gets deflected. And it will go out of bounds, and the Chiefs will retain possession. 5.7 seconds left to go in the first quarter, so they're just gonna have to figure out a play to get someone open right off the inbound. Long outlet pass out to McHugo. McHugo looking, trying to put up a shot, but they're not able to put up a shot before the buzzer sounds. And that'll end the first quarter with the Chiefs down by 5, 17-12. Cannon in the lead. We'll take a quick break and come right back with second quarter action here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network.
Dog training in your home started in Charlotte, North Carolina in 1989. In 2017, the Columbia office branched out and started serving the Myrtle Beach and surrounding areas. Dog training in your home comes to you. In many cases, your dog's home environment is enabling bad behavior, so the home is the most logical place for training. Dog training in your home services are designed to make training your dog fun for you and your dog while getting immediate results. All of the dog training in your home training programs are customized to fit your training goals and needs. At Dog Training in Your Home, we are veterinarian recommended and work with any age, any breed of dog. Your first visit is free, so call today. Dog Training in Your Home, 843-360-6033.
Welcome back. We head to the second quarter with the Chiefs down by 5, 17-12. Cannon has been very strong thus far, but haven't really been able to, they were able to get a decent lead and were able to go on a bit of a run. Their largest lead was 8, but the Chiefs have done a good job battling back and keeping this within striking distance. Locklear with the ball, passes it to Vereen at the point. Vereen will set up a play from the point, passes it to Marlowe. Marlowe over to Locklear, Locklear to Vereen, far side wing. Vereen passes it inside. Knox backing down his man. Tries to put up a shot, but it gets rejected. But Knox is able to get his own rebound. Tried to do a spin move to get away from his man and put up a shot, but a little too short again. Scramble for the ball, and Webb is able to come up with it, but they're going to call a traveling violation on Webb as he was pushed down to the ground. And Cannon will get the ball right back. Moss to bring the... Boyd to bring up the ball over the timeline. Nix now with the ball on the near side wing. He'll drive, puts up an awkward shot, no good. But the offensive rebound and putback by Ormiston is good. Chiefs trailing by 7 now. Another slight full court press for Cannon. Webb has to get across the timeline. Tried to pass it, but it goes off of Moss's foot. And it will be a kick ball, so Chiefs will retain possession. 6:56 left to go in the first half. Chiefs trailing by 7. A little clap by the crowd here after the ball is retrieved as it rolled all the way towards the baseline stands as a floater no good by Locklear, and a whistle is blown. Not sure what they called a foul on Elijah Vereen. So Cannon will get the ball back. That's the 4th team foul on North Myrtle. Moss brings the ball up over the timeline. Passes it over to the far side wing to Nix. Nix gets a pick. He'll drive. He'll try to put up an awkward shot, but he'll draw the foul. And he will go to the line to shoot 2. It's a foul on Knox. That's his first. Nix to the line, his first free throw no good. Like I mentioned during the pregame, DJ Nix, a man who is getting a decent bit of offers. The second free throw is good. Nix offered by Boston College, Washington State, Auburn, and Houston Baptist. Full court press again. Chiefs are able to get out of it. Vereen passes it inside. Locklear cannot handle the bounce pass, though, and it's stolen by Ormiston. Passes it up. Thought about stopping and popping was Moss, but he tries to pass it inside, but it's stolen by the Chiefs. Long outlet pass trying to get it to Henley, but Henley just could not get there fast enough. Boyd beats him to it, and as a result, Boyd draws the foul, and that'll be a foul on Henley. Moss brings the ball up over the timeline. Passes over far side wing. Boyd tried to drive, or excuse me, Nix tried to drive, but he loses the handle. But they will say, no, they will say it went off of Nix, so it will be Chief ball. Full court press, double team on Marlowe. Marlowe has to get it out, and he's able to, gets it over the head of his defenders to Vereen. He kicks it out to Henley, and he takes a 3 ball from the far side wing. No good. And that bounces over the top of the backboard. And Cannon will get the ball back. 5:52 left to go in the first half. 20-12, Cannon in the lead. Moss brings the ball up over the timeline, hands it off to Nix. Nix hands it off to Schwartz. Now back to Moss. Moss inside and tried to pass it to Nix, but they will say it went out of bounds off of Nix's hands. So the Chiefs will get the ball right back. Marlowe with the ball, gets it out to Stanley. Stanley with the ball, he'll cross the timeline, gets it back to Marlowe. Marlowe will drive, puts up a floater, no good, but he will draw the foul and go to the line to shoot 2. Foul will be called on Boyd. Marlowe to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good. Foul was actually called on Schwartz, number 0. Second free throw by Marlowe is also good. He goes 2 of 2 from the line. Now Chiefs down by 6. And some substitutions made for Cannon. Roll brings the ball up over the timeline. Passes it over to Ormiston. Ormiston drives, decided to pass it inside, but it's rejected, and the Chiefs try to go back the other way. Vereen puts up a high floater off the backboard and in. And that'll cut the lead down to 6. 5 minutes left to go in the half. Chiefs down by 4. Thought about passing inside, now dumps it out. Now try to cross-court pass, but it's stolen by Marlowe. Marlowe will drive, passes it inside. Vereen laying attempt, no good. But the tip back by Smith is good, and the Chiefs are down by 2. And Cannon School says we need a timeout. Great job by the Chiefs going on a bit of a run here. Chiefs currently on a 6-0 run early on in the second quarter. Almost halfway through the quarter at this point. 4:37 left to go in the first half. And this is exactly what the Chiefs need to do if they want to stay in this game. And one big factor, one big thing that the Chiefs have done well, and they're going to need to continue to do it throughout the day, and it's a very much a live or die type of thing. You always hear it, live or die by the 3, and that's what the Chiefs are going to need to do. They're going to need to live by the 3, it seems, in this one. Roll brings the ball up over the timeline, and a foul will be called. Foul is called on Moss. So the Chiefs get the ball back with an opportunity to tie the game back up. Smith with the ball near side wing. Passes it to Vereen at the point. He'll drive, now brings it back out to the near side wing. Setting up a play. Driving far side, now near side, now kick out. Marlowe stops and pops, hits it! And no, they're going to call a traveling violation on Marlowe. Marlowe looked like he got perfect separation and put the shot up from the near side elbow and drained it. But they call a traveling violation on Marlowe, and we're going the other way. Nix with the ball. He passes it out to Moss. Moss near side corner. Now he'll bring in near side wing. Passes it out to Roll. Roll. Floater inside, and laying attempt no good, but a putback by Ormiston is good. And now the Chiefs are down by 4. Smith thought about driving, now passes it out to Vereen. Vereen will drive, floater, no good. Long tip out is recovered by Stanley. Stanley passes it to Smith, and he puts it laying up and in. Moss, near side wing, passing it inside to Ormiston. Ormiston loses the handle, and he will have to go. He steps out of bounds while trying to recover the ball. And North Myrtle Beach gets it right back. Full court press once again for Cannon. Knox brings it up. Marlowe brings it up, and a whistle is blown. A foul will be called on Cannon. DJ Nix, that's his second. And that's something that the Chiefs have done well, especially last year they did well. As the ball is stolen, driving, but a great job by the Chiefs to stop the transition bucket. Great defensive comeback by Marlowe, and he's able to kick it out. Driving, laying attempt no good, but Stanley will go to the line to shoot 2. Oh no, they're actually going to call a traveling violation on Stanley. And that will give the ball back to Cannon. Moss brings it over the timeline. Around the horn, Claggett with the ball, now hands it off to Moss. Moss drains the 3. Moss from the far side wing, college range. And now scramble for the ball, and a timeout is called by the Chiefs. 25-20 with 2:24 left to go in the half. Chiefs, it seems like this quarter especially has been one of the Chiefs got on that 6-0 run, and it looked like they were starting to get some momentum looked like they were starting to get things going. But since then, it's been back and forth, and the Chiefs just have not been able to get anything going in order to get into the lead. It's one of those situations where they can smell the lead, but just can't quite get over that hump into the lead, or at the very least tying the game up. 2:24 left to go in the half. Chiefs trailing by 5, 25-20 here at the Beach Ball Classic. And like I mentioned, one of the things that the Chiefs have done well, now granted, the teams haven't had as much, the Chiefs haven't had to deal with, outside of when they faced off against Oak Ridge, multiple stars on one team. But the Chiefs, most notably against Cesar Edwards last season, have been able to take out the star through getting them in foul trouble quite handily. And the Chiefs are trying to do that right here. Stanley thought about driving, now passes it out, now tried to get it inside to Smith, but it will be tipped out of his hands. It will remain Chief ball. Webb to trigger the inbound from the sideline. Gets it to Marlowe. Marlowe near side wing. Stutter step, crossover again. Trying to drive. Now he'll bring it back out and pass it to Webb. Webb at the point. He'll look for a pass. Now gets it over to Marlowe, far side wing. Marlowe gets a pick and thought about driving. Now I bring it back out. Passes it back to Webb, near side corner. He'll get a pick. He'll get a little bit of space, but decides not to take a shot. Gets it to Marlowe instead. Now cross-court pass, but a little too high. Tried to get it to Stanley, but Stanley was not ready for it, and the pass was a little too high for him anyway. And we're going the other way. Moss brings the ball up over the timeline. Passes it to Ormiston. Ormiston over to Roll. Roll drives far side. Tried to get inside, and he does. Ormiston gets the pass and automatically passes it to Boyd for the lay-in. Another full court press. Nix with the ball. Stanley with the ball. Stanley gets it to Webb. Webb passes it up. Now inside to Smith. Smith gets it inside and lays it up and in. And actually, Smith passed it to Locklear before Locklear put it up and in. Stop and pop, 2 from the short corner by Roll. And once again, Chiefs get some points, but Cannon is able to come right back and score more points. An errant pass a little too far by Webb, a little bit too up court for Smith. And it will go out of bounds. Cannon gets the ball right back with 33.1 seconds left to go. Cannon up by 7, 29-22. Ormiston with the ball at the point. Passes it over far side wing. And a 3-ball by Moss is no good. But an offensive rebound by Cannon will reset it. Moss with it at the point. He'll bring it far side, now near side. Getting a pick. Now he'll drive. Well, thought about driving. Now passes it over to the near side corner. 3-ball by Nix, no good. Rebound by Smith. Driving. Layup attempt, no good by Marlowe. And that'll end the first half with the score 29-22. Cannon in the lead. We'll take a quick break and come right back with some first half stats and analysis and get you ready for the second half here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network.
Dog training in your home started in Charlotte, North Carolina in 1989. In 2017, the Columbia office branched out and started serving the Myrtle Beach and surrounding areas. Dog training in your home comes to you. In many cases, your dog's home environment is enabling bad behavior, so the home is the most logical place for training. Dog training in your home services are designed to make training your dog fun for you and your dog while getting immediate results. All of the dog training in your home training programs are customized to fit your training goals and needs. Chiefs. At Dog Training in Your Home, we are veterinarian recommended and work with any age, any breed of dog. Your first visit is free. So call today. Dog Training in Your Home, 843-360-6033.
Welcome back as we are at halftime here in at the Myrtle Beach Convention Center at the Beach Ball Classic, where the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs trail the Cannon Cougars 29-22. And we've got you some first half stats and analysis ready for you, courtesy, as always, during the Beach Ball Classic, and hopefully we'll be able to get him over to North Myrtle Beach for a couple of games, maybe the Myrtle Beach games again like we did last year. But the, as always, helpful Wayne White. First for North Myrtle Beach, Elijah Vereen, 1 of 5 shooting, has 2 points, no other stats to speak of. In 9 minutes, Javi Marlowe, also 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from the three-point arc, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line for a total of 5 points. Also has a rebound. Kaimani Knox, 2 of 4. He started off 2 of 2. His first 2, or excuse me. He did start off 2 of 2, but then missed his last 2. For a total of 4 points. Also has 2 rebounds, but does also have 2 personal fouls, so that's something he'll have to keep an eye on. Does have 1 steal in 5 minutes of play. Cam Henley does not have a point yet, has gone 0 of 3 thus far, and he also has 2 personal fouls. Does have an assist and a steal. Cam Locklear has gone 2 of 2, 1 of 1 from the three-point arc, for a total of 5 points. Also has 1 rebound. Chris Webb, 0 of 1 from the field, but does have 1 steal. Zach McHugo, no stats to speak of yet in 2 minutes of play. Tyree Smith leading the team in scoring with 6 points on 3 of 4 shooting. Also has 2 rebounds and 1 assist. And KJ Stanley, no scoring yet, but does have 2 rebounds and 1 assist. Also has a steal as well. So there are your first half stats for the Chiefs. for a total of 22 points. They have been shooting 37.5% from the field, 40%, 2 of 5 from the three-point arc. And that's something that the Chiefs are probably going to want to continue to do, try to get that hot hand going in the first half. Someone we haven't seen yet on the floor. I'm trying to see if he's even here today. I don't believe he is, or at least I haven't seen him around, is Tyrese Smith, or excuse me, is Rogan Vincent. Because he is normally the three-point threat for the Chiefs. Something that I actually just noticed now thinking about three-pointers is the fact that we have not seen Rogan Smith at all during this tournament. Rogan Vincent, excuse me, during this tournament. And that's something that is something that the Chiefs are lacking. Yeah, you still have Javi Marlowe. Yeah, you still have a few other guys that can shoot from long range. But he has always been the big three-point threat for this Chiefs squad. Going over to the Cannon side, Austin Schwartz has 1 block. Deuce Roll has 4 points on 2 of 2 shooting. Also has a rebound and a steal. Jarvis Moss has 8 points on 3 of 5 shooting, 2 of 4 from the three-point arc. Also has 1 assist and 2 steals. DJ Nix, 1 point on 1 of 2 shooting, has gone 0 of 5 from the field and 0 of 2 from the three-point arc. So the Chiefs are doing a good job of shutting down the Division I caliber player, getting offers. He is the 9th-ranked junior in North Carolina, yet still has not gotten a point. And that's something that the Chiefs, when they've had to focus on an individual player over the years, they've done, over these last 2 years, they've done a good job at it. And it looks like their primary focus has been DJ Nix, and they've done a good job with him thus far. He does have 4 rebounds, but also does have 2 personal fouls, so that's something to keep an eye on. The leading scorer for Cannon is Karan Boyd with 10 points on 4 of 4 shooting and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Also has 2 rebounds and 1 steal. Elijah Ormiston has 6 points on 3 of 4 shooting. Also has 4 rebounds and 1 assist, 2 blocks, and 1 steal. He's been doing very well off the bench. And Jalen Claggett, no points yet, but does have an assist. So there are your stats for this game thus far. The Cougars of Cannon have shot 60% from the field and 33.3% from the three-point arc, 75% from the free throw line. So that's something, that 60% is definitely something that the Chiefs are going to want to bring down a bit. And Chiefs kept it a little bit tighter in the second quarter. Cannon beat the Chiefs by 5 points in the first quarter, only by 2 in the second to get us to the 7-point differential. 29-22. Chiefs trailing the Cougars of Cannon School in North Carolina. We'll go through the college roundup real quick. A couple of players from this Cannon team in the college ranks now. Jarius Hamilton from Maryland, averaging 8.1 points per game, 3.2 rebounds per game. Scored 9 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist against Wisconsin on Monday. And Quan Murphy plays for New Hampshire. He has 5.5 points per game over 2 games up in New Hampshire. We are just about set to get the second half underway. The Chiefs really need to get the momentum and keep it and start getting, the second quarter was basically them staying afloat and staying within striking distance, but just not quite able to get over the hump as we are underway in the third quarter. Roll with the ball, far side wing. Passes it inside. Lay-in attempt, no good by Nick. Scramble for the ball, and it will go out of bounds. They will say it was tipped off of Henley. So the Cougars will retain possession. And yeah, looking over at the bench, no sign of Rogan Vincent. So definitely something I'll have to ask Coach Walker about as Moss puts in the 3-ball. Actually, excuse me, that's going to be Austin Schwartz who drains that 3-ball from the near side corner. Chiefs now with the ball. They go right to left. Vereen drives inside, now kick out. Thought about taking a shot was Marlowe. He'll drive now, put up a floater, no good. Long rebound is taken by Roll. Roll will drive coast to coast, kick out. Driving, now kicks out again, but it's stolen by the Chiefs. Henley will drive. He gets a hard foul again. And he'll get helped up by Knox. Henley has been getting battered a little bit throughout this Beach Ball Classic tournament. Had a big hit put on him on a transition lane attempt a couple of days ago as well, but he's okay. He's okay here once again as well. First free throw a little too strong off the back iron and out. Second one will be in, nothing but net. And that'll cut the lead down to 9. 32-23 with 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Roll, passes it inside, now out to Moss. Moss over to the near side corner, near side wing, no good, but Moss gets the rebound and he puts it up and in from the near side short corner. Extending the lead back out to double digits, 11-point lead for Cannon. Marlowe brings the ball up over the timeline. He'll bring it far side wing. Now passes it to Vereen, near side wing, now over. Passes it inside. Marlowe with the lay-in attempt, no good. And a whistle is blown. Foul will be called on the Chiefs. That will be called on Locklear. That's his second. Roll brings the ball up over the timeline. Passes it over to Moss. Moss, far side wing. Stop and pop long two. No good, but a foul will be called. Actually, that was Schwartz that took that shot. So he'll go to the line to shoot two, and that'll be Henley's third. So the Chiefs getting into a little bit of foul trouble here early on in the second quarter. First free throw by Schwartz is up and good. Nothing but net. Second free throw by Schwartz. Also nothing but net. Now we'll extend the lead out to 13 with 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Marlowe getting the slight full court press. He'll bring it up over the timeline. Far side wing, he'll drive. Now he gets stolen. Schwartz drives, lay in, good. Schwartz goes coast to coast for the lay-in, and that extends the lead out to 15. Marlowe again, slight full court press by Boyd, but now he'll back off. Marlowe brings it up over the timeline, and Coach Walker says we need a timeout. Five and a half left to go in the third quarter. Chiefs trailing by 15. Chiefs having some trouble in the second half thus far. Already Cannon on a 9-1 run in the third quarter. And that's how they've gotten out to this 15-point lead. As we get set to restart play, Henley will trigger the inbound. Marlowe with the ball at the point, passes it out to Vereen. Vereen over to Henley, far side wing, now back to Vereen. Vereen will drive, thought about taking a shot, now tries to get inside to Knox, but a little too strong, and it will go out of bounds, and Cannon will get the ball back. Moss brings the ball up over the timeline, and it's stolen by Henley. Henley will go coast to coast, open lane, laying good. Henley thought about putting on a full court press solo, but decided against it and backs off. Now passes, thought about putting up a lane, now passes it around the horn. Lane attempt by Boyd, no good, but the offensive rebound and putback attempt draw the foul. And Boyd will go to the line to shoot two. That foul was on Kaimani Knox. That's his third. So now both Henley and Knox in some serious foul trouble relatively early on in the third quarter. Almost halfway through the third. First free throw by Boyd is up and good. Nothing but nylon, NBN. Smith checks in. He'll take over for Locklear. Second free throw by Boyd is nothing but net as well. And the Chiefs trail by 15 now. Vereen brings the ball up over the timeline. Passes it to Knox. Knox to Smith. Smith out to Vereen. Vereen near side wing. Now passes it to Marlowe, far side wing. Out to Knox. Knox backing down his man, passes it inside to Smith. Smith tries to go up and under, no good. But an offensive rebound by the Chiefs. Smith gets the ball right back, and this time he's able to lay it up and in. Moss brings it over to the far side wing, passes it to Boyd. Boyd out to Moss. Moss, three ball from the far side wing, no good. Rebounded by Tyree Smith. Henley, long pass cross court to Vereen. Vereen to Knox. Knox, spin move, lay in, off glass and in. Knox showing a sweet stroke. Moss now brings the ball up. Passes it to Boyd, to Nix. Boyd, kick out. Moss, no good, too short. And it's offensive rebound, though, by Boyd. Boyd tried to get it to Nix. And now a scramble for the ball, and a foul will be called. We'll see who the foul was called on. The foul was called on a Chief. It will be called on Henley. That's his fourth. So one more would knock him out of the game. And we're only in the third quarter. Big blow for the Chiefs if they have to lose one of their bigger guys. This is not like last year where you had two big men that you could alternate in Gorgas and Knox. They rely on some smaller guys to play bigs, like Henley and like Smith. Tried to get it inside. Lane attempt, no good. But rebounded by Marlowe. Marlowe inside of Knox, lay in good. Good transition bucket for the Chiefs. And Cannon says we need a timeout. 3:22 left to go in the third quarter. Chiefs trail by 9. Oh, no, they actually didn't decide not to call a timeout. Thought they did, but Moss takes a 3-ball from the point, and he drains it. He was left with a little bit of space and decided, hey, you're going to leave me open on the perimeter? I'll just stop and pop. Vereen drive, kick out, floater by Smith, no good. Rebounded by Cannon, and that ball will be tipped out of bounds by Vereen. And Cannon will retain possession. Boyd inbounds it. Moss brings it up over the timeline. He'll bring it far side, hands it off to Nix. Now Moss. Moss drives, thought about taking a shot, now brings it back out. Passes it out to Schwartz. Schwartz out to Nix. Nix passes it inside, now kicks it out. Moss with the 3-ball from the point, and it will rim out. Bounced high up in the air. Looked like it might have a chance of going in, but decided to stay out. And it's rebounded by the Chiefs. Marlowe brings the ball up over the timeline. Passes it to Vereen. Vereen drives, kick out to Marlowe. Marlowe near side corner. 3-ball, good. Stutter step, hesitation, pull back, 3-ball for Marlowe. Moss with the ball now. Passes it inside. Floater rims in for Nix. Actually, that was Boyd who got that one in. And it's 45-34 with 1:45 left to go in the third quarter. Vereen with the ball. Passes it over to Marlowe, far side wing. He'll stop and pop. A little too short, though. Scramble for the ball. Smith almost was able to come up with it, but it's recovered by Moss. Moss over far side corner. 3-ball by Boyd is good. Excuse me, that was actually DJ Nix. 48-34 with a minute and a half left to go in the third quarter. Marlowe brings it up over the timeline. Gets a pick by Knox. Marlowe at the point. Passes it to Vereen. Vereen near side corner. Thought about driving. Now we'll bring it back out. Vereen brings it back out to the point. And we'll reset. Stutter step. Gets a pick by Knox. Driving, kick out, 3-ball. Too strong by Stanley. And it's rebounded by Ormiston. Long outlet pass. Nix goes coast to coast, lay in good. Off the pressure. Tried to body up his man to draw the foul, but no foul was called. But he is able to get the lay in off glass. Half a minute left to go in the third quarter. Marlowe brings it up over the timeline. Driving, kick out. Smith at the point. Hands it off. Now over to Vereen. Vereen near side wing, 3-ball, no good. And it's rebounded by Ormiston. Moss will bring it up over the timeline, brings it far side now, loses the handle and stolen by Vereen. Long outlet pass out, but Knox is not able to handle the outlet pass, and the time expires before he's able to put anything up. And that will end the third quarter. Chiefs down by 16, 50-34 as we head to the final quarter. We'll take a quick break and come right back with the final quarter here at the Beach Ball Classic on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network.
Dog training in your home started in Charlotte, North Carolina in 1989. In 2017, the Columbia office branched out and started serving the Myrtle Beach and surrounding areas. Dog training in your home comes to you. In many cases, your dog's home environment is enabling bad behavior, so the home is the most logical place for training. Dog training in your home services are designed to make training your dog fun for you and your dog while getting immediate results. All of the dog training in your home training programs are customized to fit your training goals and needs. At Dog Training in Your Home, we are veterinarian recommended and work with any age, any breed of dog. Your first visit is free, so call today. Dog Training in Your Home, 843-360-6033.
Welcome back as we head to the fourth quarter here at the Myrtle Beach Convention Center, with the Chiefs down on the Cannon School Cougars 50-34. Chiefs trail by 16. And the Chiefs are really going to need to get something going, but one thing that they've been missing, one thing that has been hurting them in this one, and it's going to become a big factor as we go forward, is foul trouble as we get the fourth quarter underway. Webb with the ball, far side wing, now drive near side. Tried to get it out to Henley, but Henley was not where Webb thought he was going to be, and it goes out of bounds. And Cannon School get the ball right back. Claggett brings the ball up over the timeline, gets it to Ormiston. Ormiston back to Claggett. Now pass, high pass, Ormiston drives, laying good off glass, and one. So Elijah Ormiston goes to the line to shoot to the end one. That'll be the team's fifth already in the second half. First free throw, the end one, no good, a little too strong, but it's tipped back out, and Ormiston puts up a floater, no good as well. Another scramble for the ball, and the ball will go out of bounds. It will go off of Ormiston. Oh, no, actually, they're going to call that it went off of Henley, so it will remain Cougar ball. Long outlet pass, three ball by Nix, no good, a little too short. Rebounded by Stanley. Marlowe brings the ball up over the timeline. Stutter step drive. Passes inside, but Stanley gets his shot rejected off the glass. And it's taken by Nix. Nix drives, kick out, three ball, buckets. Jarvis Moss with the three ball from the near side corner. And it's now 55-34. Double team stolen, going from the side, from half court down the lane, but losing the ball is Claggett. Claggett gets the ball back. It rolls out on the lay-in attempt, and a whistle will be blown. Foul will be called on the Chiefs, I believe. Yes, it will. That's on Chris Webb. And I guess they're going to call that in the act of shooting. Yes, they will. As Boyd goes to the line to shoot two. The first free throw misses, a little too short. The second free throw by Boyd is good. Nothing but nylon, NBN. Vereen brings the ball up over the timeline. He'll drive, and a whistle is blown. Foul will be called on Cannon. That will be a foul on Claggett. That's his first. Henley with the ball, far side wing. Getting some pressure. Hands it off. Marlowe with the ball, far side wing. Crossover, lay-in attempt, no good, but he'll draw the foul and go to the line to shoot two. Marlowe, 2 of 2 from the free throw line thus far today. First free throw, too short. And the broadcaster jinx, I guess, is alive as he misses that free throw. Just didn't get enough oomph on that one and hit off the front of the rim. Second free throw is good. So he goes 1 of 2 there. Full court press for the Chiefs, but Cannon is able to break out of it. Passes it out. Claggett now with the ball, far side corner. Now passes it out to Moss. Moss near side wing. Now hands it off to Claggett. Claggett almost lost the ball. Now going far side, passes out to Nick's far side wing. He'll drive, now kick out. Thought about taking a shot with Moss, but he'll drive baseline. Lane attempt, no good. Offensive rebound by Ormiston, though. Putback, no good. But a foul will be called on the Chiefs. And that will be on Knox, I believe. It will, and that's his fourth as well. So both Knox and Henley, the two big men for the Chiefs, are in serious foul trouble with still just under 6 minutes left to go in the game. First free throw by Ormiston is up and good, nothing but net. And that'll extend the lead out to 22. Second free throw by Ormiston, also good. 58-35, Chiefs trail by 23. Marlowe with the ball. Now passes it inside. Lay in. Rims out. Moss now brings the ball up over the timeline. Stutter step. Now passes it inside. Nix kick out. Driving baseline. Lane attempt no good, but it gets tipped out to Nix. Kick out. Floater no good. A little too short by Schwartz. And it's rebounded by the Chiefs. Passing it inside. Lane attempt, no good. That ball will go out of bounds off of Cannon. So will remain Chief ball off of the lane attempt by Cox. 5:15 left to go in the game. As Stanley triggers the inbound. Passes it out to Marlowe, or excuse me, to Vereen. Vereen drives, lane attempt no good, but he'll draw the foul and go to the line to shoot two. First free throw is good by Vereen, and that's only the second point for the Chiefs in the third quarter. Second free throw, a little too strong, and it's rebounded by Cannon. Ormiston with the rebound. He'll bring it up over the timeline. Passes it, kicks it out to Moss. Three ball from the far side corner, and he drains it. Or excuse me, that was Austin Schwartz who drained that three ball from the far side corner. And North Myrtle Beach says we need a timeout. Currently, Cannon on a (11-2) run here in the fourth quarter. And a few stats to take note of in this game thus far. Obviously, Cannon has been dominating the Chiefs in every aspect of the game, but a few notes just getting handed the stats from Wayne White. Cannon leading the Chiefs in pretty much every type of point. 28-22 in the paint, 20-11 off turnovers, 16-7 on second chance opportunities, and 6-4 on fast break attempts, 10-8 off of the bench. So the Chiefs just getting dominated in all facets, and that's why the Chiefs are down by 25. Passes it inside, but a little too far. Tried to get it to McHugo, but it will go out of bounds. And Cannon will get the ball right back. 4:45 left to go in the game. Getting a full court presses Claggett, but he's able to get over the timeline, but they'll call a foul on Vereen. That's Vereen's second, and that'll send Claggett to the line to shoot 1-1, with the Chiefs now in the bonus with 8 fouls. First free throw rims out, and it's a high rebound by Henley. Henley will bring it up over the timeline, passes it over to Marlowe. Marlowe over to Henley, and he tries to take the three ball from the point, but no dice. Schwartz now brings the ball up over the timeline, passes it to the far side wing. Three ball by Claggett is drained. He shows off his range. Vereen over behind the back move, passes it out to McHugo. He tries to put up a layup, no good. Rebounded by Cannon. Claggett, long outlet pass. Schwartz, kick out. Three ball by Nix, a little too strong, and it's rebounded by the Chiefs. Vereen brings the ball up over the timeline. Passes it out to Henley. Henley thought about driving, lost the handle though. And three ball by Claggett, or actually a long two by Claggett, is drained from the far side wing. And that'll extend the lead out to 30. And another, still going on the full court press is Cannon. And a foul will be called on Claggett. That's his second. 66-36 with 3.5 left to go in the game. This one all but wrapped up. Webb brings the ball up over the timeline, passes it inside, and a lay-in by Stanley is good. Excuse me, by Locklear. Slight full court press for the Chiefs, but Claggett is able to bring it up over the timeline. He'll drive, now kicks it out. Boyd, kick out, three ball by Green, no good. Rebounded by the Chiefs. Webb with the ball near side wing. He'll drive, kick it out. Three ball by Smith is drained. Or excuse me, by Locklear. Locklear drains the three from the far side wing. Passes it up to Boyd. Boyd over to Claggett. Claggett at the point. He'll drive. Puts up a floater. No good, but a foul will be called. And that'll send Claggett to the line with 2.5 left to go in the game. That's called on Webb. That's his third. Claggett to the line. This is his first attempt at the free throw line, and he makes the first one. Second free throw by Claggett is also good, nothing but net. And that'll extend the lead out to 26. Webb brings the ball up over the timeline. Brings it far side, now near side. And that ball will be tipped out of bounds. It will stay right here. Chiefs retain possession with 2:15 left to go in the game. Webb with the ball. He'll bring it over to the point. Passes it inside to Rice. Rice out to Webb. Webb drives. Now kick out. Driving. Floater. No good by Cox. And a jump ball will be called. And the crowd cheers a little bit as Luke Rice gets the rebound. But a jump ball was called. Possession arrow favors Cannon. The North Myrtle Beach contingent of the crowd cheered for that rebound by Luke Rice. Three ball by Boyd, no good from the point. Rebounded by Webb. Webb will go coast to coast. Lane attempt, no good. Rebounded by Webb. Or excuse me, by Boyd. Boyd drives coast to coast. He gets the lay-in and good. 70-42 with 1.5 left to go in the game. Webb with the ball, passes it over. Three ball by Stanley is good from the near side corner. And a timeout is called by North Myrtle Beach. 70-45 with just under a minute and a half left to go in the game. Actually, that timeout was called by Cannon. And so with this loss, the Chiefs will face off against Carolina Forest once again in the consolation game for the consolation bracket. That game will be played tomorrow afternoon. It will be played at noon tomorrow, right here at the Myrtle Beach Convention Center. And I'll have all the action for you as Moss decides to take a 3-ball from the far side wing, no good. Rebounded by Rice. He'll pass it out. Cox with the ball, passes it out to Rice. Decides to drive, actually, and he will draw the foul. Schwartz gets called for the foul. That's his third. Minute left to go in the game as TJ Cox goes to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is no good. Cox, more so known for his time on the gridiron, the middle linebacker for the Chiefs football team. That one misses a little too short as well, but a scramble for the ball and an offensive rebound by Willard. Laying attempt, no good by Cox as well. And it's rebounded by Cannon. 3-ball, a little too strong. Offensive rebound, though, and putback attempt by Claggett will draw the foul. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Actually, that's Marcus Walker who will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul, as the first free throw by Walker, is no good. They actually did not call it in the act of shooting, so it was a 1-and-1. That ball will be tipped out of bounds as Cox tried to throw it up court. It will remain Chief ball with 40.7 seconds left to go in the game. Branson Reed out there driving far side now. Tried to pass it inside, but it's stolen. Long outlet pass. Green drives coast to coast, but it's stolen by the Chiefs. Outlet pass inside to Rice. Rice lay in. Good. Luke Rice gets on the board. 3-ball, a little too short by Walker, and it's rebounded by the Chiefs. And 5 seconds left to go. We'll see if the Chiefs decide to put up one final shot. Hands it off, and the final heave is no good by Reed. And that'll end the game. So final score, or no, it did actually count. Did go in. So final score, 71-49. Chiefs lose this one. So like I mentioned, they will face off against Carolina Forest, a familiar foe from this season, at noon tomorrow afternoon. And we'll have all the action for you right here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Get you some final stats from this one. First for the Chiefs. Elijah Vereen went 1 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line for a total of 3 points. Also had 1 rebound and 4 turnovers, 1 steal. Javi Marlowe went 2 of 8, 2 of 4 from the three-point arc, 3 of 4 from the line for a total of 9 points. He led the team in scoring with those 9 points. Nobody on the Chiefs got into double digits. Did have 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and 4 steals. So he was definitely the biggest factor. He was definitely the biggest part of the Chiefs team today, biggest factor. But just even his effort was not enough to be able to get the Chiefs anywhere close to winning this game. Kaimani Knox, 4 of 9 from the field, 8 points for Knox, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal, but also had those 4 personal fouls. Cam Henley also had 4 personal fouls. He went 1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from the three-point arc, 1 of 2 from the line, for a total of 3 points. Had 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 2 steals. Cam Locklear went 2 of 3 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point arc. All of his shots were from the three-point arc for a total of 6 points. Had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Branson Reed went 1 of 1 for 2 points with 1 assist and 1 steal in just a minute of play. Chris Webb went 0 of 2, 0 of 1 from the three-point arc. No points for him. He did have 1 rebound, 3 assists, and 1 steal, but also did have 5 turnovers. He also had 3 fouls to his name. Javon Willard had 1 rebound. TJ Cox went 0 of 2 from the field, 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Did not get any points, but did get 2 rebounds. Zach McHugo went 0 of 1 from the field and did not have any other stats to speak of. KJ Stanley went 1 of 2, 1 of 1 from the three-point arc for a total of 3 points. 1 rebound. Eli Goss had 1 rebound. And Luke Rice went 1 of 1 from the field for 2 points, 1 rebound for him. Chiefs only shot 32.5% from the field, 41.7% from the three-point arc. If they could have gotten that going and could have used it more, it might have impacted the game a little bit. But even then, just the Cannon school was just far too strong for the Chiefs to contain. 5 of 9 from the free throw line. Cannon, their leading scorer, was Karan Boyd with 17 points on 6 of 9 shooting. 5 of 6 from the free throw line, but did go 0 of 2 from the three-point arc. Also had 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 1 steal. Right behind him was Jarvis Moss at 6 of 13 shooting, 16 points, 4 of 9 from the three-point arc. For 16 points, also had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Tying for third is Austin Schwartz and Elijah Ormiston, both with 10 points. Schwartz, his 10 points came from 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 2 of 4 from the three-point arc, and 2 of 2 from the line. 1 rebound, 1 block, and 2 steals for Schwartz. Ormiston, 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from the line, had 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, and 1 steal. Jalen Claggett had 7 points on 2 of 4 shooting, 1 of 1 from the three-point arc, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal. DJ Nix was only held to 6 points on 2 of 9 shooting, 1 of 4 from the three-point arc, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Also had 6 rebounds and 1 block. Deuce Roll had 2 of 2 shooting for 4 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. And rounding things off on the scoring level was Marcus Walker with 1 point. 0 of 1 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line. That one shot from the field was a 3-point attempt. He had 3 rebounds and 1 steal. And Tyler Green went 0 of 1 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3-point arc. And did not have any other points to speak of or any other stats to speak of. So once again, final score here. 71-49 Cannon School beats North Myrtle Beach, and North Myrtle Beach drops into the consolation game, basically the third place game for the consolation bracket. They will face off against Carolina Forest, a familiar foe, tomorrow afternoon at noon. So be sure to tune in to us once again. We'll have all the action for you tomorrow afternoon when the Chiefs face off against the Panthers of Carolina Forest. Once again, final score 71-49. Chiefs lose at the Beach Ball Classic. I'm Brandon Biscobing saying so long, and I'll talk to you